Now, after nearly a month on the picket lines, a breakthrough tonight in New York City's nurses' strike.
The union representing thousands of nurses says it has reached a tentative deal with Montefiore Health System and also Mount Sinai Health System, covering staffing levels, workplace safety, health insurance, and more. But the dispute isn't over with nurses at New York Presbyterian. They remain on strike. And that is where we find Lisa Rozner live with the details. Lisa?
Well, Christine and Alan, a little more than 4,000 nurses who work here are still on strike. We saw them here on the picket line from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. today. Now, a rep for New York Presbyterian says they have accepted a proposal from the union, but the union says there is still no tentative agreement. The strike continues for nurses at New York Presbyterian. Their union colleagues Monday announced tentative agreements with Mount Sinai and Montefiore Medical Center. But those on this picket line say while they're very close, there's still no deal.
The sticking point is what we started this thing in the first place for, which is safe staffing for our patients. And we also don't have protections for our nurses.
The New York State Nurses Association says the tentative agreement between the union and Mount Sinai and Montefiore increases the number of nurses, protects health benefits, safeguards against artificial intelligence, and increases nurses' salaries by more than 12% over the life of the 3-year contract. The union says there's also protections from workplace violence in place.
What is it that they are assuring the nurses in terms of workplace violence?
It's very long. I mean, we always wanted the metal detectors. As you know, you have to have metal detectors, and we need to have some panic buttons. We need to have a team that is activated when something like that happens.
A spokesperson for New York Presbyterian told us in part it accepted a proposal that includes the same wage increases for all 3 hospitals, as well as preserves the pension, maintains our nurses' health benefits, and includes increased staffing levels. But the union says they still have not reached a tentative agreement.
We have met some of our criteria, but not all of our criteria.
As for Mount Sinai and Montefiore, nurses will vote to ratify the agreement between now and Wednesday. The union says they could return to work as soon as this Saturday, February 14. And as for New York Presbyterian, we last heard from a representative around noon today. We are waiting for another update. Also, this just in, Mount Sinai CEO sent a letter to his community saying in part that this process has been difficult for all of us and that, quote, we will heal the organization together. We are still waiting to hear from officials at Montefiore Medical Center. We're live in Washington Heights. Lisa Rozner, CBS News, New York.
Sounds like we are closer than ever, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.